whites is in fact meaningful, which they won't do because, not that they don't want whites to be below East Asians, but if they do that, then they'll have to accept that Africans are so much lower than whites. So this is another unresolved question.
Professor Rushton, most of the advances that have been most important for technology, science, I imagine they are disproportionately, if not almost exclusively, the product of what we would call geniuses. And the Asian IQ is slightly higher than the whites, but white people have the IQ is more spread out. So doesn't that give us just as high a percentage of geniuses as the East Asians? Might that not be part of the explanation as far as why most of the important advancements for society seem to have come from the Western white countries?
Yeah, I'll repeat what you just said slightly differently. As far as I can see, there are three good reasons, three good explanations for why East Asians do in fact have a higher IQ than whites, but have not been as culturally innovative recently. The first one is, as you've just said, that the bell-shaped distributions differ. Even though the average East Asian is higher, the standard deviation is narrower. So there's a lot more people clustered around the mean, whereas our bell-shaped curve goes out to the extreme, so we've got more geniuses than they do. That's one possibility. Another possibility is that they have a very cautious temperament, which in fact inhibits them from being especially creative. The third one, which I'm inclined to favor slightly, and I'd like to look much more into it, is that for most of history, the East Asians have in fact been ahead of white Europeans. But there have been one or two little blips where we're close enough that these blips can actually sometimes put us slightly ahead. The last of which was the Black Death. The Black Death in the 1380s throughout Europe, for example, killed 50% or more of the population of England. This was a huge, huge loss. And like all viruses, it takes the bottom half much more than it takes the top half.